Welcome to Drink Wine Be Crafty. I'm Megan. Today I'm going to be doing the letter N of my Macrame A to Z series. I've had some questions about the type of rope I'm using and how long my initial 5 non-working pieces of rope are. I'm using 3mm rope, and the non-working rope that you initially attach, the letters are going to be 4 inches long, so you want it to be longer. You'll need 4 inches for the letter and then a few more inches or however much more rope you want below that if you want to do fringe or if you want to have some extra. So it needs to be at least about 5 or 6 inches, and then it's up to you if you want more rope hanging down. Now we're going to start row 1 by attaching color 1, and we're going to do 10 of color 1 for the first row using vertical double half hitch knots. Row 2 will be 1 of color 1, 2 of color 2, 4 of color 1, 2 of color 2, and 1 of color 1. So we'll reverse our work, and once you finish the first color 1, drop that, and you are going to tie on your second color, color 2, and with this you're going to do 2 of color 2, and then you will drop color 2 just like you did the first one, and then pick back up color 1 and bring it directly behind these 2 color 2 knots that you're doing, and you continue doing that through each row, just dropping the colors and picking them back up as needed. Row 3 is 1 of color 1, 3 of color 2, 3 of color 1, 2 of color 2, and 1 of color 1. Row 4 is going to be 1 of color 1, 2 of color 2, 2 of color 1, 4 of color 2, and 1 of color 1. Row 5 and 6 are the same. It's going to be 1 of color 1, 5 of color 2, 1 of color 1, 2 of color 2, and 1 of color 1. And you will do that same pattern for both row 5 and 6. Row 7 is 1 color 1, 2 color 2, 2 color 1, 4 color 2, and 1 color 1. Row 8 is 1 color 1, 3 color 2, 3 color 1, 2 color 2, and 1 color 1. rows 9, 10, and 11 all repeat. They're the same pattern, and that's going to be 1 of color 1, 2 of color 2, 4 of color 1, 2 of color 2, and 1 of color 1. And that's going to be for rows 9, 10, and 11. And this is our final row. Row 12 is going to be 10 of color 1, and that will finish up the letter N. And definitely subscribe and hit the notification bell. I'm going to get the letter O out as soon as possible. I'm having to learn some new software. I kept having technical difficulties, so I am going to do my best to get these out as quick as I can. So I will see you next time, guys. Bye.